Hello and welcome to this live stream of the game engine. It's part 51, part 5 of the Parallax background. It's going to be a very short stream. It's like 20 minutes. I've got something very special to do after this, so it's going to be a very short stream. Okay, so where were we at with the parallax stuff? Okay, so we want to do set initial position and reset. So let me look at the reset method. So void reset, and let me do a quick right click implementation, and in here, so what do we need to do to actually reset everything? I'll put this on there. Reset, and then afterwards I want to actually set the background positions. Okay, so that's the reset done. Let me just quickly comment this by saying, okay, reset the backgrounds. Actually, I won't even change them. For reset, I'm just gonna do set background positions, because everything else we're gonna assume is, well, we'll keep it as default, because obviously if they've set it for a particular orientation. So we can have a quick test of this. So we can say, I will say else if the event is, we'll say if the event is a button click. Actually, I can just do a live input, to be fair. I can literally just say if I click left, we can actually get rid of most of this code as well, to be fair, so we can get rid of that. If we click left, we're gonna say parallax reset sometimes the reset is back to 1, sometimes the reset is back to 3. It depends on what direction it's going in. That's very interesting. It's not what we want though. Parallax. Okay, so if we want an OG one, we want it. So if we say reset, so we're gonna say original direction. Let's go original direction as well. So we'll literally put that as right here, and we also obviously have a set orientation, set direction method as well, which we'll put again right here. Actually, no, should we put that there? Set scroll to manual. just now. And we're doing the set direction as well. Therefore, we don't need it here. It is defunct. Nope, that ain't working properly. Okay, so if we put right and down. Okay, so yes, obviously here is where we would do that. No, not that. Where we do the reset. Underscore direction. I don't know if I should whack that in here or not. So we have it in the set direction and we have it in the initial method as well over here. Okay, so let's give that another run. First time in, I'm somewhat early. That's fine. This live stream isn't going to be long, about another 10 or so minutes. Because like I said, I just wanted to get one out there today. I just want to make sure that I don't, you know, skip a day. Okay, reset is now working. It's a good thing that I actually tested it properly. Okay, so that's the reset done, and set the initial position. So currently everything is set according to the top. Oh, I can never see the cursor on that. So, you know, according to, let's say, the top left, or actually, yeah, that's fine. According to like the top left of the screen, and everything is according to that. That's fine if you're using one, a background that fills the entire screen, and two, that's where it's meant to go. But you might actually have, if we actually show you a parallax scrolling, and I was also noticed this is also the initial plan for it. So vector sprites we've done, automatically connected to each other, done, automatically repeat, done. We don't have anything to, you know, fit the window, so sort of stretch it out in case we wanted that. So I'm going to put down the notes as well. That's something that we'll probably want on here. Fit the window. Fit window, set the initial position, and yeah, if I try to show you parallax scrolling, video games, and I'll go on to something like this.
Oh yeah, slightly different topic this time, parallax. It's not explicitly animation, but it's a visually moving aspect of games that I'd argue greatly enhances the experience. Parallax became common from the 16-bit era onwards, and it was fairly uncommon to see a flat-looking platform game. Even top-down adventure games used it in interesting ways to signify a vast cliff edge or a drop. Some platform games in the 32-bit era still used basic 1 or 2 layer scrolling backgrounds, but as time and hardware have progressed, so have technical capabilities, making parallax scrolling an almost natural aspect of many 2D games, practically a non-issue in 3D games, and usually being omitted or restricted in modern games as an aesthetic choice. So, what does parallax do? Well, as mentioned before, it helps convey a sense of depth, and using more layers of parallax will push that perception of depth further. Why add visual depth to a game? Depth helps convey a believable sense of space for your character to explore. Believable sense of space for your character in, perhaps, simple, but creates a sense of space which would otherwise be missing on a completely flat-looking screen. Games like Kirby's Adventure and Bucky for stages in any game go far over there. See, if we compare what Green Hill could look like with a flat background to the much deeper background, there's a greater sense of space that can be explored beyond what you actually can, and this is missing when there's only one moving layer. Shinobi 3 manages Parallax to look at all of the middle layers moving slowest. That is literally the opposite of what we've experienced.
Hi, in this video I will show you another way to script component.
I need a kind of like Crash Bandicoot that did. C#. Okay, yeah, so obviously it's very common for the parallax scrolling. So let's say if we had this, and as you can see the trees are repeating, but the trees aren't going to be the full size of the screen, and even though you technically could do that with a bunch of alpha, it's not very efficient. So we need to basically be able to position them and then have almost like an offset between them, and set the initial position plus an offset for non-connecting backgrounds. Bear with me. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, so that's what we want is then the fit in it. We'll look into that in a bit. Build this. Like I said, this isn't going to be a long video, a few more minutes. Hasn't been a very long one, less than 20 minutes in total. Well, that does that. Let me check something. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we will need a method, so void set position and in here, so we need a bunch of x and y, let's say vector stuff. So we're gonna say std vector, and it's going to be a vector of glm vec2, and this is going to be a const positions, and we're going to have an optional const std vector glm. Should we make the offset the same, or should we allow the offset to be different? I'm thinking parallax is usually the same, isn't it? So if we do parallax, I'm trying to see parallax. No, that's repeating at the moment. Parallax scrolling, layer repeating. Okay, so let's have a single offset, float ampersand offset like so, and we're gonna say create implementation. We also need we might need the initial positions as well, because when we do the reset, Or do we do it based on positions? Or double tap the caps lock as if it was like a shift button on a mobile device. First time I've ever done that. Possibly just an alpha version of the set position method. So even spacing and okay, I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. Like I said, I've got something to do, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very, very soon.